Hi, I'm Paulette Haupt. I'm the Artistic Director of the National Music Theater Conference at the O'Neill Theater Center. The Music Theater Conference began in 1978. I was here. I got a phone call from George White that spring saying we'd like to create something here at the O'Neill that addresses the needs of playwrights and composers and lyricists as we do for playwrights at the Playwrights Conference. Would I be interested? I said, yes, I would be. That sounds like a great thing to do for a year or two, never dreaming that I'd be here 34 years later. But the honest truth is, I've stayed this long because the agenda here is so pure. The mission is so in place. And there's no hidden agendas. When people come up here, they're just here to create and to explore their works with other professionals. So that's basically what happens up here. In the end, we're all here to experience and celebrate the inexplicable mystery of creation. I have readers that read the first 30 pages of everything that comes in. That's what we ask for initially. Knowing, if you have 3 slots, you have to start saying, well, maybe next year for this one, maybe not this year. And then it narrows down, and then we ask for full scripts, and then more readers read them. And I listen to every single CD demo that comes, and I read almost all of the first 30 pages of everything. But eventually it narrows down from this year 170 to 120 to 70 to 40, and then it gets really hard. Because by the time it's down to 40, 30, 20, going to the 3. And it really ends up being just the ones, in part, the ones that really have legs. The structure is pretty good, but the piece still needs work. And also that it's clear that the if it's more than just one writer, which is very often the case, but if the composer and the lyricist and the playwright all have a unified vision of style for the work. And then in the end, when it's down to 10 to 3 or 4, is just what speaks to me the loudest this year, but it's a very hard process. It truly is. Honestly, I think the most exciting is that very first day. Finally, after 2-3 months of planning and a lot of discussion about the work ahead of time, but for everyone to be in the same place at the same time, ready to go to work. I think Tuesday morning's my favorite, and probably Saturday afternoon for each work 2 weeks later is the saddest because they're gone, they're leaving. For anyone who's been here before, this is paradise in terms of the setting. I mean, it's just a beautiful, beautiful land and beautiful landscaping, and the barn is just so primitive and so work in progress, kind of metaphorically, that it's just a wonderful environment. And on top of that, I love the creative process. I love seeing new works come to life, and most importantly, as long as I've been here, the leadership and the board has always remained true to this being an incubator for new work, but not a hit machine. It's just pure. So when even for people who have not been here before, within a day or two, they realize, gosh, nobody is expecting anything except allowing the writers to do what they need to do for 2 weeks. So that's why I keep coming. Sometimes I'm asked, what is the favorite work ever? And my answer is whatever I'm working on today.